John Wayne B.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, look. Too hot to hate us, no they can't fade us. Headed to the top, just stay tuned for the latest. Soon as the episode drop, they gotta play us. All I know is we got the flavor.
What's up? It's your boy Los LOS from the Flava Podcast. You are listening and watching the Flava Podcast. And I am here with my co-host, Liz. What's up, Liz?
Hello, Mr. Los. Happy Sunday. I was going to say, what day is it? It is Sunday.
It is Sunday.
I was thinking it was Monday.
We don't. Yeah, tomorrow, girl. I'm not ready.
You're not ready? Not ready? Come on. You got to be ready. Monday's the best day of the week. For everybody.
I got to go back to work.
So, work? What do you mean? Diosito nos manda manitas a trabajar.
You're right.
Yes. We have to,
So, Liz, how's your week been?
It's a good week. I slid. My son made fun of me because camera on me. Focus. You see this big cut? It was wrapped. It's not big at all. I
think I saw something online about that. What happened there?
Well, my cat knocked down my plant, and I was trying to pick up the pieces, and I didn't notice because I have a really bad peripheral vision. Shouldn't say that because of my driving, but anyway, I do have a bad peripheral vision, you guys. And I didn't see that the glass was like at the edge. And the glass, it's one of those crystal glasses, so it's like very sharp. And it just like, I saw it like just slash my skin off. And there was a piece of my skin hanging.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Very gruesome.
Let me see that knuckle again.
Yeah, look. It was deep.
You can tell little pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like bleeding for like 10 minutes. It wouldn't stop.
Did you cry?
I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to. I was like, dang, should I go?
So you didn't cry?
No, I didn't.
Did a tear come down your eye?
One.
Okay, so you cried.
Okay, that I wouldn't call that crying, Los. I would call crying like.
I consider a tear coming down your eyes crying.
Nah, I wouldn't call it
one or more.
That's just more like, I guess, saying goodbye to my piece of skin. Like I shed a piece of.
You left it behind.
Yeah, I threw it out with the glass. I took a picture of it though to show everybody.
I saw.
Yeah, I know you did see. Yeah,
I keep up.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
If you guys haven't followed her yet, please follow Liz. What's your tag, Liz?
Which one are you talking about? We got Snapchat.
You got your TikTok,
Instagram,
which is the most famous one.
When Lizzie Speaks. Ooh, and I got something cool to talk about. We'll talk about that another day. But yeah, when Lizzie Speaks.
Liz is an influencer on TikTok.
Yes.
So go, if you haven't checked her out, go check her out and go subscribe to her page.
And I try to make the crazy news fun a little bit. Add a little bit of love and laughter.
Yes, you do.
Yes, so we can protect our frequencies. Yes.
So my week was I went for the first time was it the first time? No, the second time to work with the kids at the jail.
Yes. How did that go?
It went good and it went bad. It went good because I got there and the kids were amazing. And I need to stop calling them kids. These are young men.
Yes.
These are 17, 18-year-old men.
Yes. I think you call them kids because you nurture them.
And because I'm old.
And you're old.
Because I'm 51 years old. Yeah, I was born in 1973.
Yeah.
1973.
It's because we're aging very well. That's why we just don't feel like we're old.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So I was there and I was teaching them how to podcast and I'm plugging things in. I'm teaching them this is a Rodecaster Pro 2. And I was like, this is my baby girl. We're going to name her baby girl. Everybody's good with that. Everybody's like, yeah, that's baby girl. The Rodecaster. Because I have two of them. And
of course.
That's my big girl.
Yeah, it's your baby girl.
Teaching them about wires and whatnot, and I'm putting it together. All right, we're going to put it together. We're going to start using this. Well, and I put in a plug that Alex told me to buy, and I put the plug in. And
Alex's fault.
It did not work.
Was the plug not working?
It's not the right plug for that.
Oh.
He thought, he wanted to go advanced. He thought he learned something new.
Alex.
Something new. And with prison, you just can't bring anything in. Everything, even as the smallest thing, you have to say, I'm bringing this in. So I couldn't bring nothing else in. We couldn't podcast.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I hated it.
I bet you did.
I hated it. But we still podcast audibly, but we couldn't do it visually.
Okay.
So they got to hear themselves on the mic or whatnot. So.
They practiced a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, which I think is the important part. To just get the practice in.
Yeah. And then yesterday we did a CLF, me and Alex. CLF was here in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we got a new gig. We got a new contract for Flava Podcast Network. There's a new contract with Chicago Public Libraries.
That's so cool. I love libraries.
Things have been
obsessed with
happening. Yeah.
libraries. Oh my gosh.
So
It's exciting.
we filmed over there, and then me and Alice came back here and put everything back together in here. It's
That's
been
so
great.
cool.
In this morning church, the sun was out, then it started raining, and the sun came out, and it started raining.
It's one of those days.
And I'm here with you, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited about how this show's going to go today.
I know,
I'm
me
intrigued.
too.
I'm
Me
intrigued.
too. And then we got goodies again. It makes me so happy when we get goodies.
So, Liz, what's your hot topic? Are you ready? Are you
You
ready?
did it again, Los.
I know I
dun,
did.
dun, dun.
1, 2,
Strike
3.
three.
Hot topic. So, what's your hot topic?
They always make me go first, man.
Right.
Well, I kind of talked about it on my TikTok, so some of my people know about this. But Univision, bro,
What's up with them?
they done hurt me,
How they hurt
and
you?
probably a lot of us, a lot of Hispanic Latino households. They played this horrible Department of Homeland Security commercial. And not just them, but Pandora. I think Pandora did it for me. It was Pandora that did it for.
Pandora, the music.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I still listened, okay, because I deleted the app. And as I was driving here, I was struggling because I don't know how to use any other apps for
Just
music.
put it on the radio then.
Well, I guess I should have done that, but I didn't do that. But anyway, I got to get my son to help me. But I'm a Pandora girl. From the moment that it came out, I don't know, that's 2005, 6, 7. It's been years, but Pandora was my go-to. So I'm driving from work, and a commercial comes out. And this horrible Donald J. Trump commercial, paid for, blah, blah, blah. Get out. You're not wanted. We will hunt you down. Literally. I'm like, I'm not a criminal, right? But I am an immigrant. I'm a DACA recipient. And I felt attacked, bro. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Dang. This how you feel?
Get out.
Get out. Like, voluntarily,
Yeah,
you know.
Do it, or we'll find you.
Or we'll find you.
And I seen the commercial you're talking about.
Yes.
And it did bother me too.
It like
Because it's trying to scare people.
yes.
And I get it. They're trying to get all the bad people out. And I'm for that 100%. Get them out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're a criminal. You've done some bad
Yes.
things. Not
Sure.
just here, but over there.
Yes.
Get them out.
100%.
But not all of them are like that.
Exactly.
And it's just a scare tactic
It is.
that sounds like a really bad, scary movie.
Yes. And you know what scares me? That it starts with us, right? But they're not going to stop with us. American citizens are next. And that's what scares me, that
Well, what happened to all the Cubans and the Haitians and Ecuadorians or something like that? I forgot. It was Latinos that have some form of green card, but it's not a green card. So he
Now
just
they're-
revoked all that stuff. So they're liable to get picked up and taken
and just
too now.
taken
And
out.
these other people, but they were liable to. They were able to vote. Especially the Cuban, the Cubanos. They were able to vote.
Yeah. And now they
and
revoked
now
it.
they gotta go.
They gotta go.
They gotta go.
And we're talking about people that built their lives here. We have people that have businesses, right? And, you know, and I've talked about this before, but like, if I'm not scared, you know, go ahead, whatever. I'm not
what
gonna
to do. You know what to do.
You know, but at the same time, it's like other people are not like me because people are not as educated as I am. I told my husband, I'm like, let them try me. I will be the last person that they try because I will come after their career. Like, I'm that type of person.
Well, they're doing
And
that
I
now.
will use my voice.
They're doing that now. A lot of people that, not a lot, but a few that have been taken and have green cards, which allows them to do whatever they want here in
Exactly.
the States other than do a crime. Their rights are being taken away from them, and they're being shipped off to other countries
They're
like
just being,
El Salvador,
yeah.
which is going to come back to
Well, the young
blow up in their
lady,
faces.
that's and I wish I knew her name, but she was picked up by, ICE, and they were they didn't have any type of ID.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they looked like they were masked. It looked like it was just some type
I've seen
of
that.
kidnapping.
Someone filmed them from their balcony.
Yes,
And she's actually a doctor
isn't that
she's a
crazy?
doctor, yeah.
And it's like,
that does like open heart surgery, and she was here to do open heart surgery.
Imagine
somewhere,
that.
And they pulled her.
imagine that.
It's crazy.
Like, I'm just baffled, but at the same time, you know what? We're not gonna live in fear.
We're not.
We're not. No. Porque Diosito, God says we don't live in fear, and guess what? We're not living in fear.
Word.
Head high.
Word.
But yeah, that was my hot topic. It was just that commercial. So now Univision and Pandora is out.
No more,
Adios.
Not supporting no more.
No, not at all. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people
that.
feeling what you're feeling.
Yes. No, a lot of people have reached out. They're like, we didn't know that Pandora was part of that. Yes, they play that commercial. And I was crying, man. I'm not gonna lie. I broke down. I was like, dang. And I'm gonna write them a
Was
letter.
it like a good cry, like an ugly cry?
It was an ugly cry. I was doing that.
Oh, yeah, it's a ugly cry.
Yeah. Te salió mocos y todo. So I'm gonna write them a letter.
Did the mocosito go in your mouth?
No, I caught it before. I did the.
No.
Yeah.
It was salty or not?
Nah. I would have known. It probably washed down with the coffee. Ain't gonna lie. I took a sip.
Little flavor.
A little caramel in there. Weird. I didn't ask for caramel flavor.
Booger vein. I think it was a booger vein.
It's okay. It happens. Same fluids.
Oh man! So that's your hot topic.
Yes.
Hopefully things will change and people will wake up. I think people are waking up when it comes to both sides. I'm in the middle. I'm never on the left or the right, but I am in the middle. Yeah. And I believe that people are waking up to, hey, this is not good.
Yeah. Well, the ugly's got to happen first before it gets pretty. And I keep saying that because a lot of people tend to react with fear. No, don't do that. Don't give in. Don't buy it. Yeah. Just you keep moving on and keep working for your dreams and keep fighting.
Right. So mine is kind of the same thing. We're talking about the same administration here. And I didn't want to because I wanted to go hip hop, but it's like this is the biggest topic now.
Yeah.
How can you not talk about these top heads? I mean, the top of the top heads in this new administration that's texting war plans or attack plans. They're using they're like, we don't know what we're doing, war plans or attack plans or whatnot, because they're saying that the Democrats are saying that they don't even know what they're talking about. It doesn't matter if they say war plans or attack plans.
Any type of plans.
You're texting.
Exactly. With emojis.
With emojis. You're texting where other people can hack you.
Exactly.
So what else are you texting on those lines that you're not supposed to? You're supposed to be inside of a room. It's got all this kind of technology where nothing gets out, and they're actually just texting it, and they're in charge of this country.
Yeah, like they don't care.
Like if someone would have caught that text, like someone in Yemen, because that's who they bombed. Yeah. If someone would have caught that text and knew that these aircrafts were coming, they could have got prepared. Yeah. And shot these aircrafts down.
Yeah. Or done
thank God they didn't find out.
Yeah. Or done something else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else are they texting that we don't know about?
Exactly.
They're just willy-nilly letting people see. And the dumb part is that I've never done this. If I'm doing a text thread, I know who's on that text thread.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not adding someone on by mistake. Well, so they edited on the guy.
I'm guilty.
From the newspaper. Yeah. That's not on their side. Yeah. And luckily he didn't say anything as well.
He was just watching. He was like,
he just watched the whole thing play out.
I would have done the same.
And that is just crazy. And then they're going to blame him. Yeah. For what they did.
Yeah, no, they're flipping the table on him, and it's just, normal.
I think it's just crazy. I think that this just shows that when Hillary Clinton did something like this, they went after her big time. They wanted to lock her up. Yeah. So now, do we lock you up?
Yeah, exactly.
And they took Hillary Clinton to court. She had to go to court. Yeah. She had to prove that she did nothing wrong. Are they going to prove they did nothing wrong?
Yeah, because that's not going to happen. It's already public.
Needs to be. Like I said, I'm neither right or left, but it needs to has to have the same energy. Yes. It has to have the same energy. Mm-hmm. So if we could find out if they did more texting or more government secrets or more attack plans or plans, whatever the case may be, we can find this out.
Exactly. Because I completely agree.
America's coming after a lot of people, after Canada, after Mexico, after Greenland, after China. Yeah. You're causing a lot of issues. Yes. Are you texting this?
Yes, exactly. And who are you texting it to?
Right. It's like, yo, quit. You need to be fired. Step down or something. I'm saying, if you were asking Hillary Clinton to step down, have the same energy, and you step down now.
I completely agree.
But we'll see what happens because this administration's been doing whatever it wants.
Yeah.
I always say this: the Republicans have no backbones. and Cameron and Liz.
I brought them back. They're kind of tangled guys, but the conspiracy hoops are back.
Yeah. So I say this: the Republicans have no backbone,
They don't.
and the Democrats are weak.
They
We
all need to
need
go.
something better. We need something.
They're working on it. I hope that the People's Party succeeds, and they get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a third party, but we won't talk about that here.
Third party. Wow. All I gotta say is, I'm down with AOC.
Me too.
Down with AOC.
I know, and she's onto something.
She is.
But
her and Bernie. Yeah.
yeah, but as long as the people don't get distracted, and how do we get distracted with things like text
The
messages?
Gulf of America.
And the Gulf of America. So they keep our attention somewhere else,
Yeah.
and then there go the hoops again.
Well, we'll be right back after
Yes,
these messages.
we'll be
and I just cut
back.
the front of this. I am so sorry if that bothered your ear. Gotta
look
go.
at
Your
you.
boy Los and
Liz,
let's go.
I keep doing.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Los. And if you're trying to be on our podcast, you can reach us at los@flavorpodcast.com. If you are entrepreneur, you are a singer, you are a dancer, you're an actor, you're a politician, you want to get a word across, you got something good going on in Chicago, New York, Miami, wherever in the world, we're here to showcase you and to put you out there for people to help you out in what you're doing, all right? So that was Los, L-O-S, at flavorpodcast.com. What's up? It's your boy. We are back. We are back to the show. We are so happy. We're having a good time. Liz is especially happy today. She's very joyful today.
I am. It's my day off.
You can just imagine. It's a great day. But we have someone at the table that I am extremely happy of having on this table. Someone that's helped me out throughout my my entrepreneur journey when I started. She doesn't even know that, but she has. And she's finding out right now because I'm sitting there right in front of her. She goes by the name of Ana de Santiago. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. Yes,
All right.
you did.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, my dear.
Thank you guys for having me.
So, Ana, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, my name is Ana de Santiago, and I am the owner of the Puerto Cuba restaurant, located at 2727 West Fullerton.
Awesome. So, what kind of food do you serve there?
It's right there. It's the best way to put it. We are a Cuban sandwich shop with a Puerto Rican twist.
Ooh,
Okay.
a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both worlds. Yes, definitely.
Sounds so yummy.
Okay, cool. So, what are your main dishes there? Because it's a mixture of Cuban food and Puerto Rican food.
Exactly.
So, what are your heavy hitters that hit over there, from each side, from the Puerto Rican side and the Cuban side?
Well, from the Cuban side, we have this amazing Cuban empanada. So it's like a Cuban sandwich inside of an empanada. It has all the flavor, the condiments, everything is just, it's amazing.
Is this an empanada that you guys are trademarking?
We're trying our best, yes, because everybody they try, you know what I'm saying, to imitate, but you're never duplicating.
Yeah.
We are who
Because
we are.
you have the original
We're
recipe.
gonna grab one of those empanadas in a bit. I just want to show you what she is talking about.
Yes, she brought us goodies.
She brought some goodies. She brought some goodies and
Mouth-watering
and
goodies.
and Liz is extremely happy.
Yes.
But the person is more happy than Liz. He's in the back. He goes by the name of Gregory Scooter.
He's ready to enjoy. We're ready to go ham on food.
So what else? So we got the trademark empanada. What else was going on?
We have everything there is made homemade. So that's first off. We don't cut corners. I know a lot of these restaurants now they're getting their toston made frozen by X, Y, and Z companies and Maduros. No, there's no cutting corners. We peel the banana. We cut everything. So we have signs and it says, we don't make fast food. We make good food.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it takes time.
I like that.
Yes.
I like
You
that.
know
We
what
don't
I'm
make
saying?
fast
You
food,
can't
we make
rush
good food.
it.
Right.
can't
So
rush it.
everything there is made to order. Nothing sits around.
I love
It's not where, I go to, a window seal, vidriera.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get this. Yeah, I get it. It's quick. It's been sitting there under the heat lamp for a hot minute. No. You order it, we make
That's
it.
funny you said hot minute because it's literally hot.
So you
get it hot.
order it,
It's
we
right
make it. Everything is fresh to order. Everything.
I prefer that over over the quick
awesome.
ones.
Our beans, everything. We boil them, our sofrito, everything is made so, in-house, fresh, as fresh as could be.
Okay.
Good.
So we got the Cuban side, which is the empanada, right?
Yes.
Puerto Rican side is what again?
Well,
What's your hottest thing on the Puerto Rican side of the menu?
ooh, that they go like hotcakes, the alcapurrias, they go like hotcakes.
Okay.
We have amazing steak sandwiches. We got a Don Pedro.
What's the
Like
Pedro?
Yeah, what's a
Don
Don
Pedro.
Pedro?
So people think it's chorizo con huevo.
I thought it was my
right?
next door neighbor. Well, go ahead.
I thought it was a paletero, man.
Similar. Don Pedro, I got that name because it's my dad. So
Okay.
what used to happen was in Thanksgiving, we used to have like turkey left over, right? So my dad would take it up, chop it up and saute it with onions and then revoltillo, of eggs.
Yeah.
And then we would put seasonings and stuff like that and eat it on French Toronto bread. So here we took that same concept and with the lechon. So we roast our lechon 8 to 10 hours. And then we grab lechon, we chop it up, the onions, the eggs, our homemade seasoning,
Yes.
some other things. We put it on a Toronto bread, tomatoes, garlic oil, and then we put mayonnaise, and it's an amazing sandwich, and it's called Don Pedro.
sounds so
I put it under
I
my
gotta ask you
dressing.
because I'm a big mayonnaise guy. I'm particular about my mayonnaise, and I know I've eaten in your place, so I know what mayonnaise you have. But what mayonnaise do you really have?
The Hellman's?
Thank you so much. That's mayonnaise. That's mayonnaise.
Yes. I love
The Kraft
Hellman's.
one that says mayo. That's not
No, I love Hellman. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the original mayo. It's the best one.
And now, since it's Cuaresma, like a lot of people
Yes.
are eating seafood,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you, it took off. What happened? So every Friday, of course,
Yes,
you know,
on Fridays.
a lot of Catholic people, they don't eat meat, right? So we brought in bacalao con vianda and ensalada.
yeah.
And then we cut fresh aguacate when they order it. Yes, and we give you the boiled eggs with it. Yes.
I never
The
had it with
olive-
boiled eggs.
Yeah, we give you, and then the olive oil and everything. So we have that, and we have the mofongo con camarón
Wow.
and mojo de ajo. Fire. Let me tell you, it's taken off.
I
It's
bet it
taken off.
did.
People
I love
love
it.
it.
Yeah.
And I make the mofongo so creamy, where it's not hard, big old chunks. No. Algo hecho bueno, cremoso. You know what I'm saying? And it's taken off. It's good. It's good. People really like it.
And I love that you touched on the Catholic stuff because a lot of people don't try to accommodate the menu, I guess, for people that don't eat meat on Fridays. So I love that you did that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm gonna eat some meat. I'm a Christian.
Well, we have it, but we just gotta, like I said, try to accommodate our best
Right.
and make everyone happy.
So Anna, how long you been in business now?
Next week in April, the first week of April, it'll be 3 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes,
Yeah, 3 years.
congratulations.
How does 3 years feel for you?
You know what? It's exciting. It's scary. I still have that feeling. Why? Because I'm constantly trying to come up with new dishes. I'm constantly trying to do different things. Your first year, you accomplish it, and it's like, wow, I did it. That first year goes so fast, flies by.
Yeah.
Second year, it was an amazing experience. Me and Paxito linked up. If people don't know him, he's an amazing man. Paxito, the food blogger. And we linked up. We came out with his sandwich. Oh my God, it's such a complex sandwich. With the fried cheese, the maduros, the roasted
onions.
pork, the purple onions and escabeche.
My
I
God.
mean,
So good.
it's such a complex sandwich.
that
It's very
sandwich-
savory,
Yes.
Yeah.
sweet.
That
it's so
sandwich,
much.
I don't like onions. I can't stand onions.
Yeah.
I mean, I really can't stand onions. But she offered that sandwich because Paxito was there. Paxito, it's like she said, he's huge here in Chicago, and in a lot of places, not just Chicago, but in New York as well.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna try it, even though I don't like
Okay,
onions.
you gave it a try. All right.
Jesus Christ, man, this sandwich is the bomb.com. I can have it whenever, and I know there's one here for me because I'm gonna be eating that one soon.
It sounds so good.
Definitely. But I linked up with him. So my second year, That happened, and I had Grubhub Gladiator. He's another great food influencer. And I've just been lucky. You know, I've been lucky with a lot of great people to come visit us there. You know, people could say whatever they want. You know, they were laughing because I was like, oh man, TikTok's going away. What? I don't care. Laugh at me, say whatever. But this is true experience. I'm speaking from truth.
Yeah.
When Sueños was here, I had people from Washington, Seattle, California, New York, and that they seen me on TikTok. Hey, you're from, and I'm like, get out of here. What one thing could do?
Yeah.
I had people come from Japan. They didn't even know English.
Look at that.
And I didn't know Japanese. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
But
They said hi and I said hi, and I'm like, why am I shaking if I don't even know? You know, and I kept going like that. And, you know, and I'm like, man, how do I serve these? And then they pointed on the menu what I said, I'll be back. Give me a minute. And we were back.
You
and
figured
they
it
loved
out.
it.
Awesome.
You know, and then I go, how did you hear about me? I told them, I go, how did you hear about me? And they were like, TikTok. I said, oh, hey, not TikTok. That's the place. I don't care what anybody says.
Language.
You know, TikTok is it's it.
Well, Liz knows about
Facebook
TikTok.
is cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you got all these
They're
friends.
for the viejos.
And the same
Yeah.
3 people pop up. And I'm like, man, where's the other 4,000 people I got on here?
Exactly.
You know, and then you find out things
good.
late because I didn't scroll down or whatever.
That's good.
gotta
You
keep
know,
scrolling.
but like TikTok it's up, you know, and I just been real lucky. I've had wrestlers, I've had people come in here. I had Jay Cruz. He's a guy. He does stunts on the bike. So true story. He walks in and I know I've said it before. He walks in and he's like, yeah, you know, yeah, again. I'm like, yeah, you're at the right place. You know what I'm saying? And then I go, where you from? And he's like, I'm from California. Oh yeah, I had my bodega in California too. You know, but he meant California.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, yeah, follow me on Instagram. Who are you? I went like
Wait a
that.
second, you thought it was California the street.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He's saying no, the state.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go, who are you? Follow me on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, I had just gotten Instagram. I didn't want to push buttons because I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. And when I look, I'm like, dude was here. He does stunts with Tommy Hawks, you know, the skateboard.
yes.
He has his own bike line, gym shoe. I'm like, dude was here. I didn't even take a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as time goes on, I've learned so much. I've learned about influencers I never knew about. Yeah, you had this, but who are? And as you go, you keep going and meeting, and it's just crazy. Like how I started off with zero knowledge of how big influencers are, how big is Instagram, TikTok. Like, no. And now I'm like, oh my God, if you don't have that, where you at? Who are you?
You even know some comedians.
Oh, yeah.
You went to a comedy show and you met a few comedians.
Yeah.
I felt a little jealous. I was like, I should have went with her.
Rondell Ortiz. He's funny. He's a real cool guy. If you look on my timeline, you'll see him talking to me. Anthony Fuentes. Real man. That man's real cool.
I met him a couple months ago.
Man. He's funny. Yeah, I saw his show. He's real cool. From WGCI. He, oh my God, Leon Rogers. Real cool guy too. Anthony had a show for them and I was there and man, cause we had our food.
Okay.
And man, it was funny and all of them, they're real cool guys.
You talking about was it at the...
At Nick Ramos's Chicago Theater.
Yeah, Nick will be here soon.
That's another cool guy, man. I'm telling you, I met some amazing people. Yet I have to meet somebody that I could say, I haven't. God has put nothing but positive people in my path. And I've learned everything through other people saying things. You know, they've been real cool with me. Real cool. I like it because people have been, like I said, like they've been a real good benefit to me, you know? And I hope I've done the same, you know, because they ask me questions. If I can help them in any way, I'm going to. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I don't hold back or, oh no, or, you know what I'm saying?
You don't mind sharing the knowledge.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Real cool DJs. I've met a lot of cool DJs. Like Ralphie Rosario from the Hot Mix 5.
Yes.
He's the one. I catered twice for him.
Okay.
Right? This is before I had my restaurant. I catered because I used to do a lot of catering for different people. And he came out and he was like, "You're gonna put these besitos on the menu, right?" And I was like, "For real?" He's like, "Girl, yeah, this is fire." And I'm like, "All right."
Yes.
And let me tell you, I put them on my menu and
They took off.
they took off. Sometimes I guess you eat it so much you underestimate yourself. Like, would they really? Yeah, people like it. Don't second guess. Go for it.
Go for
For
it.
the stars.
Loving it. I'm loving it. So we're gonna go to commercial, and we will be right back. What's up? It's your boy Los LOS from the Flava Podcast, and we are having an 8-week course right here at the Flava Podcast studio, and you're invited. What you gonna get for that? So what you'll learn each week. Week 1, intro, podcasting. What's your why? Week 2, equipment and studio setup. Keep it professional. Week 3, content planning, building engaging episodes. Week 4, recording techniques. Be clear and be confident. Week 5, editing basics, turning raw audio into gold. Week 6, hosting and interviewing skills, mastering your mic. Week 7, distributing your podcast, platforms, and promotion. Week 8, launch your strategy, grow your audience, and monetize. For the first 10 students, you only pay $297. After the 10, the price goes up to $397. So be one of the first 10 to sign up now. So yo, I can't wait to see you here at the Flava Podcast studio. Sign up now.
And we are back here at Flava Podcast Network with Ana from the Borincuba with her amazing food. But before we get there, we're going to do this or that. And I was told to go first, but my mind just blinked. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go first one, orange line or red line?
Red.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Oh, why? I'm interested.
I really like red.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
So just because you like the red?
Yeah, that's the honest truth.
I mean, hey.
Not because you've been on the red line or green line?
Orange line.
Orange line?
No, the brown line's behind my crib.
But she calls it red because she likes red. I mean, hey, I don't blame you.
We were talking about the trains. Which one you like the most? Oh, the train system. Blame Liz for that one. Blame Liz.
I should have been more specific. My bad. The orange line from the CTA, the Chicago Transportation.
No, I still pick red.
Red line.
Yeah, to 95th.
Okay.
Yeah.
She like the rugged, thuggish.
You like the rough life, I see. Because that red line be rough, boy.
Yes, it does. It is
rough.
quite a journey.
Yeah.
Gregory be on that line going home middle of the night.
Greg, I thought you took the blue line, bro.
Blue line, then the red line.
Oh, dang.
Needs to go south.
Oh, that's rough.
That's rough.
I'll give you a ride, man. I'll give you a ride instead.
So I got the next one. It could be real silly, so I'm gonna do a silly one. Tom or Jerry? The cat.
Jerry.
Okay, why Jerry?
Because Jerry was slick. Jerry was clever.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Jerry had that Tom like a fool.
And
Okay.
Tom just
He's
plays.
little, but he a boss.
Word.
I love it.
All right, cool. I like that one. I like the way you
Yes,
said that.
me
All right,
too.
cool. Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Why so?
1, because he wears red and blue. And 2, because I know Superman because I seen the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't follow too many of those characters. So I had to stick with something I know.
Okay.
Superman.
Superman.
Okay.
Arroz blanco or Puerto Rican yellow rice with habichuelas?
So that one's. Let me get some arroz blanco
Why?
because I can mix it with anything.
Ooh. Yes.
I think I've eaten so much Puerto Rican rice that
Gotta mix it
But
up.
that white rice, man, you can mix it with anything.
You could always sauce it up with the beans. So you sauce it up.
That un huevo frito, egg on top,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Man, anything.
Yeah. That was Jessie Fuentes, the other person. She said that when she was on my first show where I did this or that, and she said that I was gonna go with the Puerto Rican rice, but she went with the white rice, and the way she explained it, just like you did right now with the beans and then the egg on top and all that stuff. I'm like, Jesse Fuentes will be back too, coming up soon on the Flava Podcast as well.
Exciting.
So you get the next one.
Yes. Dubai or Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Ooh, why?
I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yup. They
on
say
the
it's
list.
very similar to Puerto Rico. Everybody that's went there, they say it's like amazing.
Yeah.
It is very similar and everything. So I want to check it out.
Do you go to Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
You too?
I was there. The last time I was there was September.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I should be going back hopefully in July. Hopefully. But the last time I was there was in September. Yeah. My mother's from Manatí.
okay.
So that's up like, you got San Juan and then Manatí. So you're looking at like a 40-minute distance. And yeah, because now they blew up all them mountains. So it's straight. Oh, wow. And then we're from Cantito.
Okay.
So it's a small little neighborhood. It's 15 minutes away from Mar Chiquita. So if you ever Google, one of the most beautiful beaches in Puerto Rico, Mar Chiquita.
Mar
there's a lot of them.
Chiquita. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we're from.
Okay, awesome.
I love that.
Wonder Woman or Supergirl?
Wonder Woman.
Why?
Oh, I used to love when I was young, and she used to spin around, and they'd be like, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I was like, oh, and then she would go like that. What was her name?
Linda Carter.
Linda Carter, yeah, her. She was bad.
I have the biggest crush on Linda
Yeah,
Carter. To this
she-
day, my wife better look out because Linda Carter comes around, bye-bye.
She hot, man. She
That's
was
the one.
bomb.
That's the one that you would drop everything.
Everything.
for?
Linda Carter?
Yeah.
Yes, that was my...
I
I did a lot of women
Okay.
that looked like her on purpose.
Oh wow.
Get out
And
of
then
here.
now they're probably watching it. That's why he made me dress up for Halloween as Wonder Woman.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Look
I
at
did.
you.
Wow.
I've told my husband, if Scarlett Johansson, if you're listening to this, my darling, I'm waiting for you. That's who I would drop anything and everything for. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Go crazy, girl. Go crazy.
It's my girl.
Okay. I would have thought you said Edie Chacon or something.
Edie Chaco, wow. Edie Chaco, wow.
That's like old school.
Oh, yeah.
Who didn't want to be like, yeah, I remember as a
Okay.
kid, it was like, I viene Edie Chacon. Like, yeah, she was hot.
So, Chicago Bears or Green Bay Packers?
Oh, no, you didn't. Bears.
Yes,
Just because
that's my
I'm a
girl.
Bears fan.
Amen.
Why?
Yeah,
What?
for real. Yeah.
Yeah, my co-host right now is wearing a Bears hat. I don't know for what.
What do you mean for what?
Because they're not even worth the hat they was printed on.
They're my boos. I love my Bears. Ride or die.
People are saying this year
Win
they're
or
gonna
lose.
have a great season this year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Win or lose. They got me win or lose.
Yeah, I like winners.
Whatever.
Chicago Sox or Chicago Cubs?
Cubs.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, that was fast.
Cubs. Die-hard Cubs
Well, I
fan.
mean, she's a
Since-
Northsider.
Since I was yup. And since I was a
why.
kid, man, I was like, man, God, please, before anything happens to my dad, I hope they win. Because it had been like, man, so many years they hadn't won. Man, when they won, my dad cried. I cried. I was like, man, they did it. They
Yeah,
did
my
it.
brother-in-law cried too.
My
Yeah,
brother
I even
did
went.
too.
I
I
even
mean, he
got
cried
pictures.
like the ugly cry, like
Yeah.
that Liz ugly cry.
Yeah.
Who did that Liz ugly cry?
Yeah, my brother cried too. I cried for them. I mean, it was an amazing moment.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to give it to them.
I was like, yeah,
definitely.
Didn't they take the
I'm
goat
here.
in though? Didn't they take the goat in?
I remember it was.
They did.
I remember it
they
was
took in
raining
the
and
goat.
raining, and I was like, "Oh man!"
Yeah, they
I
broke
think
the
everybody
curse.
was praying, and when they came back, boom, boom,
Yeah, they won.
I went all the way to Wrigley Field. I didn't care.
Oh, you're one of them that went over there? The
Yeah,
millions of people that went over there?
Yup.
Wow.
We
exciting.
on Southport, we couldn't go no closer, and we chucked it. We marched our way over there. I got pictures and everything.
I'm going to show...
Even the rally, I went.
Camera on me real quick. I'm going to show that picture where it's like right here of the people going to Grand Park. And somewhere in there is
you.
Anna. Somewhere in there.
I got pictures. Yeah,
That's so
that's memorial. Come on, that's
that's-
like when the Bulls won.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, you
Oh, I
know
forgot
how that
about
went.
that.
How was Fullerton?
Fullerton Avenue.
That was a big
So it was
moment.
amazing.
Fullerton Avenue was I don't know,
Yeah.
something really bad happened on that street because everything was turned over.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't
Or you when
understand
the
why people get
Blackhawks won
excited.
too.
Yeah, people get excited and they start destroying things.
Yeah.
It's like, You're supposed to be happy. Why are you flipping over a car?
Yeah.
But that's how excited people were. They're like, oh my God. They're flipping over a car by themselves. They're like, okay, all right, cool.
Let's set stuff on fire. Woo!
But imagine that happened 6 times with the Chicago Bulls. It happened 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. The city got prepared every time they won. They're like, okay, get prepared.
Put the gates
Cops
up.
over there, put the gates up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
Put up
buckle
the
down their
gates.
cars.
We wild, y'all. We wild. Let's get it together, guys.
So this is one of the really, really serious
Oh, here goes. Dun,
serious
dun, dun.
question. Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Chicago.
Why?
Because I like it. I've had New York pizza. It's all right. I've even, when I visited my cousin in New York, I had it. I didn't think it was all that. And I know people are going to be like, oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, I did. I didn't. It's all right.
So the pizza from where? Is it a place called Nathy's on the south side of Chicago?
Man, here we go.
It's probably not. It's just probably not. I'm just saying.
South side,
It's not from,
yo.
it's not Nathy's, right?
No, it's not.
Do you even know what a Nathy's is?
No. But I know I ain't never been there. No. Why is the pizza there's the bomb?
No, me and Liz got something going on when that question pops up.
Personal. It's very, yeah.
Oh,
His place is
okay.
Pequod's.
Pequod's all day.
It's because I'm from, like I said, south side, like just deep in the heart, in el corazon. You know, I was like 5, 6 years old, and I remember walking like by 51st and Kedzie. So that's kind of where it is. And I remember it because there was a Kmart. Like it was a big Kmart before they became a Kmart. But yeah, that's where they are, and it's like that's where I grew up. But I don't know any north side pizza places. But his is Pequod's.
Pequod's. Have you been to Pequod's?
No.
Okay, someone else we got to add to the list.
Add to the list.
Add to the list that got to go to Pequod's.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your favorite pizza place?
You know what? Up by Truman College, Broadway, Lawrence, between Wilson, Gigio's. I've been going there since I was a kid.
I've seen it, but I've never had their pizza. I've seen it. 'Cause I used to work Broadway. Broadway was my street.
Yeah, there used to be the Gold Blast down the block.
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember as a kid, my mom, she had her cousins and stuff live up that way, right? And we would go there. And now once in a while when I'm going to the lake, like to Montrose, because I love going to the lake and I feel like the water and me and God, like, you know, is peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a crowd of people. I just that. I'll stop by and I'll get some pizza, or if I'm with the kids, come on, and then we'll go over there and we'll eat it.
Get pizza.
Yeah, like that. Before we feed the birds.
What's the name of the place again?
Gigio's.
Gigio's. You owe her some money. Gigio's. And Pequod's, you already know you owe me $1 million for.
Yes.
You know, my guys, it's free. I love
We
you guys.
got you on the list too.
And not these that they probably don't even have a TV. So
They do have a TV, okay? They have their little seats, the red seats with the red table.
and it's real sticky.
Yeah, I would say get the stickiness off the table. I would say that.
Oh boy,
My whole
I'm gonna go check out Natty's because you love it so much. My co-host
I
loves it so much. I have to try it out.
Okay, and tell them that Liz says hello. They still have my
I
information.
won't
They're
tell them
so
who I am
cute.
because I knock them so much. They might knock me.
Yeah, no, you're good. No, they actually still have my information. Like, because when I do go to the city, because I live out in Joliet now, so I love Joliet, but there's not a lot of good food. So when I come to the city, girl, I be eating. So I get my pizza and I call, and they'll confirm my phone number. And when they print out the ticket, it still has my old address, and I'm like, they still have me in the system. So cute.
That's awesome.
love them.
I'm surprised I have a system. Anyways,
God, just bully, man.
oh boy, I can't help it. So before we get into your story, what's in front of you right now? You have something in front of you that's going to get trademarked.
Yes,
let's see what it is.
These are our Cuban empanadas, right?
You get to raise it up a little bit more to the a little bit more. There you go, right there. Without covering your face.
Okay, it's hard. Hey.
There you go, right there.
There you go.
She said, "Hey."
These are our Cuban empanadas, and like I said, a lot of you may see a lot of people haven't heard of them.
Are these for eating?
Yeah.
Well, let's spread them out here. Come on, let's get here.
Yes,
Yeah.
Open it
Ladies
up.
first, do you want one?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This
It's
for
for
us.
you guys.
This
This is for you guys.
I
So
get a
what
whole
it
one?
is it's a Cuban sandwich inside of an empanada. But of course, you know, when it's nice and warm and hot and you just get it from the table, it's, you know, it has its lechon.
Oh, I wish I could do
ham,
the ASMR.
just everything that is inside of a Cuban sandwich inside of that. And it has, people love it. People love it because it's different. Most people, you know, you go to most restaurants and it's common. You got your beef empanada and you got your chicken empanada. Here you have your Cuban empanada too. So it's different. And then with our dipping sauce, because we make our own homemade.
Camera and Liz.
Our own homemade dipping sauce. It's amazing.
I'm enjoying this.
Like the whole, you know, it's just.
Want me to tell you? I don't eat pickles. And oh my God.
You found it. Yeah, see?
You have a pickle? You got a surprise? You got a surprise?
No,
I want a surprise.
I told you it's very complex. I was like, wow, she found out some of the ingredients.
This is I'm a big taste bud person.
Yeah.
So when I'm eating, and I read this in a book called The Art of Power. So I'm a big follower of the Buddha. And I learned that when you're like eating, like to be fully present, like you have to be able to describe what you're eating, right? So I like this whole year I've been practicing. I've been meditating, you guys. I'm turning into a witch. And yeah, I can like almost describe all the flavors. Yes. And I'm not a big pickle person, but this is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. It's very good.
It's so
Yeah, and with the
enjoying
dipping sauce, it takes it to another level. What was it? Last week we had the Daily TV. It's a food blogger, real cool guy. And he said it. He's like, man, the Cuban empanada, I've never really had it. He as well, he's from the South Side. He's like, man, the whole mixture of the roasted pork, savory ham, just everything in it. And then they dip it in the sauce
Yeah.
to another level.
I can imagine what the sauce tastes like, but this is amazing right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm about to leave and just eat this.
Camera and los. Yeah. But you on the spot now, huh?
Power,
Don't
huh?
feel so now.
You give me that power, don't you?
Oh, I feel that. See, por eso Diosito me mantiene humilde because I would be bad with power. I would be so bad. I'm just like,
I'm gonna take another bite, and we'll be right back with Anna, and we're gonna be talking about a little bit about her and her life.
yes.
We'll be right back. Your boy Los. What's up, is your boy, and we are back with Anna from Dead Boat in Cuba. Almost said that wrong, but it's Dead Boat in Cuba.
Yes, yes.
What's up, Anna?
Hi, how are you guys?
We're good. We are
Yes.
good.
Oh,
We're good.
That was delicious. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Amazing. I can't stop talking about the food. It was so good, you guys. I have no idea. You guys got to go visit her place.
Yeah, Liz was munching when the cameras were down.
Yes. Now I'm munch again as soon as we're done.
It was good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yes.
So, Anna, we want the viewers to know a little bit more about you, other than this person that has a restaurant that has extremely good food. That influencers come and they flock to you. They want to be in your restaurant. They want to try your food. We all know that Anna.
Yes.
But who was Anna when she was 10 years old?
Wow, Anna, when I was 10 years old. You know what? I've always had the love for cooking since I was 7.
Okay.
So cooking has always been in my blood. I remember as a kid for the holidays, we would all take me and my grandmother and we would make pasteles from hand. Now I got the machines. I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But as a kid, guayando a mano, always in the kitchen. By the time I was 10, I could make you a full course meal. Everybody knew that that's what I wanted to do. I knew as a kid. I remember as a kid watching Channel 11, the Frugal
the cooking
Gourmet,
channel.
Yang Can Cook, Julia Childs. Those are the things, not the Food Network
Yeah.
that we got now.
Yeah.
No, it was Channel 11. I still got recipes that I would write down.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how it
Wow.
was.
You kept them.
Yeah.
so
I do. I have things like that. So I knew as a kid, I always wanted to go into the culinary field. It always interested me. I loved it. I found it intriguing. I found tasty everything. The only thing that trips me out is when people they go, oh my God, so you're a chef. You make wedding cakes? No.
Why is it?
No, that's pastry and baking.
Yeah.
I know basic. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, because in culinary school they show you basic, and you at home I play with it. You know, when I make tortillas a mano or 1, 2, 3 bread. Yeah, that's basic. I could do that.
Okay.
But I'm not real savvy with the hand and these elite cakes. No, I'm not that.
I'm
With
just
the fondant and all that.
So you guys
Yeah.
are just saying things I
fondant's
don't know. I was about to ask her, what is a 1, 2, 3 cake?
No, 1, 2, 3 bread.
What is that?
That's a fast
Yeah, like it's just eggs and
method.
oil.
Yeah,
and just
eggs,
quick.
oil, flour. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fast way of making bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then there's the long way where you just start from like literally scratch, like with the baking powder and baking soda. I don't know the difference. I'm not a baker either. I promise
Yeast
you. I don't
to
know.
let it
I don't know what I'm
rise and
talking
all
about,
that,
you guys.
yeah.
But there's different processes for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it gets more elaborate, more.
Yeah.
There's people that
Yeah.
they can make bread. Naan bread. No naan and.
Yeah, I'm like, well, naan bread. It's not bread if it's not naan. No. I'm just like, naan.
Naan
it's
bread.
not bread.
Bread that's not bread.
No, but
It's
people.
air.
The fluffy one.
It's the bread.
People who are more elaborate than that, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm good in the kitchen though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I love the
Yeah.
kitchen. I love the adrenaline. I love the challenge. I used to love
in the
it
restaurant. You're in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm not in the front. People be
Okay.
like, "Oh, you're supposed to be in the front collecting money." No, I'm
No,
not.
you're in the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So when I
love
come out, people be like, "Hey, hi, how are you?" Oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, because you don't really see me. I'm in the
Yeah.
back sweating.
Back.
When I show up, whenever I show up, I never see her first. I see her mom.
Okay.
Right? I see her. I say hi to mom.
Or my son.
Oh, your son.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, hey,
Yeah.
Los is here, and then she'll come out.
And then you'll
say
come
hi.
out.
Yeah.
So it's a family. Your family. works,
Yeah,
so
my
I love
parents help
that.
out on the weekends.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah, during the week it's just us. Yeah,
Okay.
but for the most part, I'm
back.
99% in the back. Yep. So I'm there. I'm in the back. I love it.
That's your touch.
I love it. Everything. You know what I'm saying? From the prepping to the food, the last taste, everything. Me. Yeah.
That's you.
So that was 10 years old. This little girl that just wanted to cook.
Yeah, and
Love to cook.
and as time went on, I remember my first job was at a Temple restaurant.
What ages this? Because we do timeline.
Okay, 19. I was 19.
So okay, so we skipped a little bit ahead. Who were you when you were 14 years old? What was going on in your life at 14 years old?
Ooh, 14 and 15, I was at Roosevelt High School on Wilson and Kimball. And depend what side of the neighborhood you lived on. Did you live on this side or that side?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how people defined you. And come to find out, no, because as you get older, it's like, oh, you start meeting the people all over again. And it's like, it doesn't define you. Your neighborhood, people right away, that's the thing about Chicago. Oh, where you from? Right away, boom. Oh, you're from Homo Park. Oh, you're from Logan Square. Oh, you're from Albany Park. Oh, that's how people define you without even knowing you.
Yes.
Right away. And it's a bad habit we got. I got that habit. Where you from? Oh, you from okay, from the back of the yard. Oh, yeah. you're from 26. Okay.
I see what you're about.
Yeah, and it's a bad habit, but that's kind of like how it defines us, but it doesn't define us. If you really get to know the person for who they are.
Yes.
So you're this girl going to Roosevelt
Yup.
at 14 years old. How was that experience for you?
Ooh, that was rough. I remember my first year. I remember I was freshman. My first year, you met a lot of people from different places. Man, the encounters I had were not too nice with a lot of girls. I'll tell you that right now. But then as time went on, I started meeting everybody. Everybody was cool. Yeah.
Can you expound on, for girls, it wasn't that cool? What you just said it wasn't that cool for girls.
Yeah, my freshman year. Yeah, we got jumped by like 9 girls, if that's what you're saying.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to find out what you were saying. That's what I was trying to dig into. Like, what happened that they didn't like girls? Girls didn't like girls. Girls didn't like each other.
Yeah,
good.
just
It's-
because of the
it's-
neighborhood you lived in. Literally,
Wow.
if you're going Kimball and Wilson towards Pulaski, then that was kind of like folks. Oh, and then if you're living on this side, on Kimball, this side, heading towards Lawrence, oh, you're people. You know what I'm saying? And just because of that, you got defined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're in no gang whatsoever, but
Heck
they're
no.
defining you because of the neighborhood you live in.
Yeah.
Like if you were at fault where you lived.
Yes, and I didn't. Yeah.
It's like that apartment is $800, and that's what my mom could afford. She can't afford the $1,200 on this side. So please don't define me of being this or that.
Right, right. And I didn't even, and this ain't to knock nobody out or I never wanted to be in a gang. I thought that was kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, oh, you can't go to this hood or that hood. I wanted to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
I remember, man, by the time I was 16, Alcatraz, Medusa,
Wow, you're taking
Centrums.
me back,
You know what
girl.
I'm saying? I love partying. I love dancing.
That's
that
funny,
was
though.
me.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but that was
Yeah.
funny, and I love that was you. But you said you wanted to be everybody's friend.
Yes.
That's
about,
my downfall.
That's
You
a
laugh
bad
about
thing.
that.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
But no,
And-
I want her to because I'm a jokester. I wanted to be everybody's friend, right?
Yeah.
Think about
because I was cool
Think
with
about
everybody.
a doll. Think about a doll that wanted to be everybody's friend that had
No,
red
I don't
hair.
think like that now.
That had red hair.
Chucky.
Chucky. He's your friend to the end.
But I don't think like that now. Now I think different. It's crazy. When I was younger, I was cool with everybody, and I didn't understand. Like I had friends that be like, "Why you talk to her?" And I'd be like, "Well, why not? She's
Yeah.
Right.
cool." You know what I'm saying?
That just
But that wasn't allowed. That wasn't
it was
allowed.
like it was cliques, and I hated that. I was cool with everybody. I introduced this person to that person. That's just me, and I'm like that. And then as you get older, it's like, man, what world you live in? People really, some people don't get along. You just gotta respect their boundaries, respect their wishes. You know, they don't like the vibe of that person, and they don't like the vibe, and just keep them separate. And as time went on, you know what I'm saying? As you grow,
learned
you
it.
start learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You learned
And you
it.
start learning, oh, no, I ain't hanging. That's bad vibe. Oh, that's bad news right there. Oh, I already know with that, and you start distinguishing.
Okay. So you're 14. You're going through that. You're trying to find out where to fit in, right? Or who's going to allow you to fit in because you got some beef. Everybody.
No, it wasn't even about fitting in. It was ever since I was young, like 6th grade, Hibbard, Albany Park. I was everybody's friend. I was cool with everybody.
You were little Chucky.
Like,
You
I
were
was
little
cool with
Chucky.
it. You could ask everybody. They'd be like, yeah, I remember her. I was cool with everybody.
I love that. And you are. Because in this
Yeah.
world of
Even
entrepreneurship,
now.
everyone loves you. Everyone.
Yeah.
Listen,
You can
you
tell.
mention her name, and everyone knows who Anna is.
I mean, you can
Everybody
tell.
knows who
You
it
can
is.
tell that everyone loves you, and
Yeah.
and food is a love language too. So
Yeah, they say a way to a man's heart is
through
through
the
his stomach
stomach.
as well as a woman. Yeah.
So you like punch his stomach and then go up and grab the heart.
not literally,
I'm just saying.
not in a literal
I'm
way,
just saying.
but
But like, who don't
Violent
like
way.
food, man?
You gotta eat.
Yeah.
Gotta eat.
Yes.
Yes.
But, okay, so that's 14. What's going on around 17, 18 years old? You're graduating from high school. How was the vibe now? Was it still the same vibe at freshman year to senior year?
No, my senior year, I remember I signed up for the Army. And when I signed up for the Army, we started training. 'Cause it used to be different now. Right there on Addison, across the street from Lane Tech, there used to be a thing, recruiter. And you would go on Saturdays and jog. Now they don't do things like that. Now,
They
I don't know
send
where
you
it's at. But
somewhere
anyways,
else.
we used to do that and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm going to the Army. Why? Because my goal back then, I wanted to be the top-notch chef for the Army. You know how you'll be in the Philippines,
That's a big
or you
goal.
could be in Russia and you cook
Yeah.
for the soldiers. You know, when they come back on base and whatever. That's what I wanted to do.
that's amazing.
That because I
beautiful.
felt like that was the only way to see the world.
Yeah.
How else was I gonna see the world?
Yeah, we
You know
didn't-
what I mean?
yeah.
I'm not rich like that. My parents, they were good people. They were working class people. But how else was I gonna see the world? How else was the world offered to me at that
How you
time?
can get out the hood?
You know?
Yeah.
So
It's usually the Army.
that's what I thought. And then when I started throwing up, and I'm like, man, what's wrong with me? When I went to the doctor, boom, lo and behold, I'm pregnant.
He's like, Lord behold.
Oh man, I'm pregnant.
How did this happen?
How does that?
What the hell? I fell?
No, No, but that happened. And then I was like, all right, cool. He's like, yeah, once you have your kid, you could come back. And I'm like, yeah, I sure will be back. You know what I'm saying? And the person my husband that I had the kid with at that time, he was out there, gang banging and everything. And man, to leave my kid, my newborn kid, it was like, I was like, you know what? I'll go, but can I put my son under my mom and give custody? He's like, did the father sign the birth certificate? I said, yeah, he did. No, by law, he has to. And I was like, oh, no, And look, to make a long story short, God works in mysterious ways, and I don't wish bad upon nobody. But when I signed up, there was a morena, this black girl in Roosevelt. Her name was Cadet Green. She signed up. She does the Wounded Warriors commercial sometimes.
Oh, awesome.
And they caught her hostage, and they blew off
her
arm. So sometimes I look and I say, I mean, that was one of many stories, but I'm just saying, like, maybe it wasn't meant for me. Yeah. Maybe God was just like, nah, you know what? No, it's not for you. It's not your timing, and things are going to steer another way. And they did. Like, my life steered in many directions, and I was pulled in many directions that were wrong directions. But I don't know. In the end, I knew what was right and what was wrong, because that's the way I was.
Was it because of that husband?
I didn't want to be like that. No, I knew right from wrong, because I wasn't raised like that. Yeah. Right. You understand? My parents, they weren't the best, but they tried their best. My father was, man, it didn't matter. My father, you don't see, men like that. It didn't matter. My dad could be mocoso. My dad could be sick, everything. He would go to work, fever. Like, man, stay home. You never take a day off. Never. And he was just a worker. And my mother worked too. She worked for the city of Chicago. Okay. And they were just workers, you know what I'm saying? And it was at a young age, you start getting introduced to a different lifestyle. But I knew, it took that scare in my life that I knew right from wrong. And I said, no, I'm not taking this path no more. Yeah. And I'm going to go to culinary school.
Okay. So now you're in your mid-20s. Who was Anna?
Anna was a partier. But I worked for UIC Hospital cooking for almost 10 years. Okay. Yeah. So don't think I didn't. I still cook.
Party life, but you still cook.
But man, my 20s was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like how again?
Yeah, it was like, whoa. Yeah, that was my 20s. And then 30s, you start knowing really what you want in life. 30s, you start, I'm saying me. There's 30-years that.
They're still figuring it out.
So 25, you're working for the hospital.
Yeah.
You're making food for the patients.
Yep. So man, I saw a lot of things with these eyes at the hospital. Man, sometimes you'd be in the elevator coming down, and man, they'd be
you see all kinds of stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or infants, or just man. I saw like a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of things. Like there was this one lady I used to go all the time up to her room, and she goes, let me die. I'm like, man, what? And I asked my friend, she was a nurse. I'm like, man, what's wrong with this old lady? She's like, she's dying of cancer. We give her morphine, everything. And there's nothing no more we could do for her. But her family had so much money that they were like, at all costs, keep my mother alive. But guess what? At the long, that's the children's selfishness. Because they're not feeling what she's feeling. Her bones are hurting her, everything's hurting her. The morphine's not even working no more. Yeah. But because the kids had money, they wanted to see the mom stay alive.
They didn't want to let go.
No.
That or they were waiting for her to change the will.
I don't know. Jesus Christ. Whoa! I didn't think of it like
Liz
that.
Liz is back.
Say, guys, never know. I would have questioned it. Like, why didn't y'all let it go? I would have questioned the will.
Yeah.
Is it the will? Is that what it is? See, I asked those questions.
So now you're in your 30s. What? Let's go back to 25.
No, I'm in my 40s.
No. We're doing the timeline.
Oh.
So
she looks young.
I want to go back to 25.
Yes.
So what clubs were you going to?
Oh, man, on Lake Street. What?
She said what?
Transit. I used to get into, all types of clubs.
Did you go to Castle?
Excalibur. Man, what?
Dang.
Remember when they were connected to the other building?
So were you old enough for kabooms?
Yeah.
Were you? Okay.
And even if I wasn't, I got in. I got in. Back
You
then,
found her way.
I was slick.
You know the third person. You
Yeah.
Found her way.
That fake
Yeah.
ID ran. It's a fake ID.
Yeah, you would go to La
had-
You're
Viñita
looking like
on
her.
26th Street.
You-
Remember
I
the
had to
alderman
go
got
with like
caught?
this. I had to go like this.
No. When I used to work
That was
the
the
door,
sign.
When I used to work the door, I used to watch security just look at the IDs.
Yeah.
It'll be a white girl on the ID, and she's a China.
Oh, wow. No, but I'm saying
That's not
like,
her, bro.
if you wanted to find like someone to make an ID,
Are you giving the secrets away right now?
yeah, you
I
just
did.
drive. You just drive by like La 26.
Yeah, I just
and
said
anybody
that.
standing like you would look for a person, a male. It's usually a male,
Yeah.
and they will go like this. Their hand was
Yeah.
literally like this, and that means that they got fake IDs.
Yep.
So all you do is you pop a Yui, right?
Yeah.
You pop a Yui. They go to your car. And you already gotta have your name, your picture. You gotta have that ready. You give it to them in an envelope, and they'll be like, "All right, come back in 2 hours." All right, cool. Then you go eat. You go some lonche, micheladas, whatever you find. Maybe some birria.
Some gorditas.
Tamales.
No, I don't do comales.
Yeah.
No, maybe back in the day.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Ruben
guys.
Ramirez. I didn't say that she did.
I mean, if you got something good, like if you changed up
Ruben Ramirez is a comedian. His sponsors are that place.
Okay, well, if they got good stuff, I might try it. But anyway, back to that. I forgot. See, you.
I'm thinking about Ruben real quick.
My
That's how we
train
got
of
them
thought.
IDs
See,
to
them
go in the
IDs,
clubs.
yes. So that's how you get into the club. So you got, and they were like $50.
Yeah.
They're really cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how we got in the clubs and the bars.
Guys on that street, I did not say anything. It was these two right here.
But things have changed now. Now it's
Yeah.
like harder. I don't know how they do it now.
No, now you gotta know people.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta
Definitely.
know. Now you gotta know
Yup.
people.
Yeah.
You can't drive around.
No,
more.
especially now, with how
Yeah.
the world is right now with ice, you can't just be doing stuff
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
no.
These guys
And then
are
the
coming
last place that they raided, they got like their machines and stuff. So probably poor guys can't even make them anymore.
Yeah.
They're expensive machines.
Very.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
I don't know this.
So now we know the clubs too. Now she don't know. And it's like this, looking at like, what's going on?
I don't know nothing, guys.
This might get edited. We don't know. This might get edited right here.
I know nothing.
There might be a boo.
It's my fault, guys. My bad.
She doesn't live in Chicago, y'all. Just let you know. You're not gonna find her
I
in
fly
Chicago.
here. I fly here in my private jet. So y'all know. We got a rooftop with the hoo landing strip. Dude, that's me.
Oh boy. So now we know what clubs you went to when you were 25. Now we're going into your 30s. What is your third? Let's say 35, another 10 years. What does that look like? Because I believe you have another child.
Yes. My daughter. Ooh. Remember, I didn't want to have a kid after 35, but I did. My daughter.
You had a kid after 35?
Yeah, I was 36 years old. I had my daughter. And when I had my daughter, I died on the table giving birth.
Oh my Lord. What?
Yeah. And then they relived me. Yeah. You know what? It wasn't a bad feeling. That's the second time that I die and come back. And let me tell
You
you
know how
something.
crazy that sounds?
What?
Wow, really?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember? Like, what?
Yeah, it's the
what
best
happened?
feeling in the world. I don't know why people fear death so much.
Well, I don't feel
like-
death.
Like it's a peace. It's just a peace that comes
Yeah.
over you. You just feel like you're just floating in the air, and it's
Yeah.
just white, and it's just so calm, so peaceful. You don't hear nothing. It's something real beautiful.
Do you know how long you were dead for?
No,
They didn't.
real
tell me.
quick.
It was
Whatever
quick.
it was,
It
it was
was-
quick.
okay.
It was real quick. And then I came to, then they rushed my daughter into ICU, and she was 3 months in the NIC ward. She almost died on me 5 times. She had 5 different blood
goodness.
transfusions. So she was 2 pounds at
fighter.
birth. And yeah, and the doctor, they loved when we did the kangaroo position with her, but they really didn't want us to hold her too much because they're so fragile. She should have been developing in my stomach. So they're so fragile that, they kind of like just want them in the incubator. Yeah.
She was a
So I like-
preemie.
yeah,
How
for-
many months were you?
I didn't even make it to 7. I had like 1 more week to make it to 7.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she was real tiny.
Wow.
And I like lived there, literally. They'd be like,
Yeah.
Mom, go home. All the nurses, nah, I'm good. I like literally took a shower, came straight back.
So you said this happened to you twice.
Another time, when I was working at UIC, I had bought a brand new Kia Sorento,
Okay.
0 miles.
That's what happened.
And-
Go ahead.
And then I remember I started work at 6 a.m. I'm at a light, and here it is that I had to turn down on Wood to park. And I'm like, man, I see it's a pickup truck, and he's driving towards me. And I'm like, man, dude gotta stop because it's yellow. I'm already red.
Yeah.
These cars gotta come. I gotta turn.
Yeah.
But it's like 5:50 in the morning. And I'm like, dude ain't gonna stop. No, he didn't stop. He hit me. When he hit me, the car flipped. It went over like half a block.
If the car flipped over.
And it went
my
half a
God.
block.
Yeah. The
Okay,
force,
it went
the
doop, doop,
force
doop.
pushed the car.
That's how hard.
Right.
And they had to get me out with those jaws of
Jaws
life.
of life,
Yeah. And
Sheesh.
and my knee busted. I was
my
punched
God.
and I remember myself in the impact and everything just floating up
my
and
God.
seeing myself in the car.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I hit my head real hard on the side where the window, and and then they came to get me.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So it was twice, and it was the same feeling, same really peaceful, calm
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah. I love that you said that because when my sister passed away, that's what I felt. She passed away in my mom's house in her room. And of course, they called me in the middle of the night. Hey, this happened to Tessie. And I, of course, drove over there. It was crazy. And she was laying down on the floor in her room. But there was a piece on her that, of course, I was crying. But I got to hold her
Yeah.
until the guys came and got her body. So it was a couple hours. But I felt a peace. And I was playing with her hair and touching her hand and telling her how pretty she was and is. But I felt peace. And ever since that, I don't fear death. I don't want to die, but I don't fear death because I know my sister was a huge believer in Christ.
Yeah.
Amen. I
And
believe
so I
that
know where
when
she's
you
at.
when you know that God's with you, and I'm not like, oh, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness or nothing. I'm not gonna. I didn't come here to preach. No, none of that. But when you know that you and Him have this connection, can't nobody tell you different.
Exactly.
I've been through so many triumphs and tribulations and things that, man, they'll make you cry, and you're like, really? And they're nothing but been learning experiences. And God has a certain way of putting people in my life and doing things. And when you have that connection with Him, can't nobody tell you different.
No. Nobody can intervene with that connection.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when that happened to you, we were around 35 with the car flipped
Around that.
around that time.
No, I would say I was about 33
33. So your daughter's born already.
and 36. Yeah. Yeah.
So now that you're in your 40s, what does life look like for you?
Oh, it's way different. Yeah. You know what? I read in my sign and the way my birthday is, because I'm 111, right?
Okay.
111. And my life will always be like this. Even though as much as I try to get it like this, and I might. But my life will always be like this. I have real high moments, and then I have real low moments. But somehow I just get out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pick myself up. Like, come on, shake it off. Let's go. Let's go. No weeping. No, none of that here. Let's go. Get up. You know. And I'm hard on myself. I am. You know, and I find myself being like that. But it's a good thing in my eyes, because if I wasn't, then I'd drown in my sorrows.
Be a hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no.
You push for greatness.
Yeah.
And it's
I try
helping
my
you.
best. Yeah, I try. I don't give up easily. Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, my goal is to buy a property with a business established on the bottom to continue my business.
I love
Like
that.
the same. Maybe part 2. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that's where I see myself. As for my business that I have right now, between here and the next 5 years, my goals are to have in front, so you could eat in front.
Ooh.
Like a patio?
Yeah,
Yes.
patio. With Dominoes.
Yes.
So people could come and play dominoes in the front when it's
okay.
nice.
Love
Alright.
that. Oh my
That
gosh.
and a liquor license.
Yes.
Because I really, sometimes people just want to chill.
Yeah.
Or have a
You
cold
make a
one.
lot of money off liquor.
Mojito.
So that's my goal in my business. From this point forward, I think it's time.
I could.
I there's a lot of development in Logan Square. A lot of new things are coming. A lot of changes coming, and like the saying goes, you know what I mean. In with the new, out with the old. You know what I mean.
Yes.
And I just got the same way they're changing and everything's changing, and you
gotta
go down
change
Logan and it looks like downtown. It doesn't. It's the same. I want to keep though as much authentic as possible because we're missing that.
Yeah.
You go there and it doesn't even feel like the neighborhood no more. It's like, whoa, the Mega Mall turned into like a whole strip
Yeah.
of like
Target.
what?
It's Target.
It's Target and all
They
these
turned the
other
Mega
things.
Yeah,
Mall
all
to
the
a
stores,
Target.
Yeah.
I haven't been there, right? I haven't been there in years. But the Mega Mall, they
It's a
turned it into a
and
Target.
other businesses, a bunch
Yeah.
of businesses.
They turned
That
to
whole-
Target.
that
Have
whole
you
strip
seen
is a bunch of
where
stores.
the Eagle is? They're doing something
What?
there too. And
Yeah.
then by Torres Jewelry Shop, right there where the train, they opened up the street. The whole thing looks
It's
That's it.
like somewhere from outer space almost.
It's
It's
different,
weird because
Hmm.
I'm driving down the
Yeah.
other day with my kids and I'm like, man, I remember. And man, Mom, you old. I'm like, yeah, you know what I am.
you don't
I
recognize
am.
it anymore.
And we like
No,
some of that
and-
old stuff. You know?
And I like
Yeah.
it though. I'm like, man, but it takes away. It looks
Yeah.
like downtown. It doesn't look like
the neighborhood.
the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing I want to try my hardest to keep is
Yeah.
the flavor where people come. I don't want to cut corners. And people
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they're rushed, they're hurryingness.
Yeah.
They want me to, but I don't want it. And I want to keep it. I want to
Yes.
keep the authenticity. I like it when I have time to come out and talk to my customers.
Yes.
Look at before the year ended in 2024, we got the Yelp Award for the best
Hey.
customer
right.
service.
I love that. That's
we
big.
take our time. We
So
come
they
out.
in,
We talk.
they both in Cuba got the
They
Yelp
both in
Yelp
Award
Award, yes.
for the
The
best
one.
customer service.
Best customer
Come on.
service,
Let's
best-
put your hands together
Yes.
for
Yes,
that.
that's
Thank you.
so neat. That's huge.
Yeah.
For Yelp to
Yeah,
recognize
they have
you.
over 6 billion customers and restaurants and everything.
Yes, and
for them to
you-
recognize us, it would that's
huge.
Yeah, that's God's work. That's blessings
Word.
through me. It works. You understand what I'm saying? And he sends the right people. And sometimes I've had people come in there that they're sad and their family members are in the hospital or dying. And I come out, hey, how you doing? Just how you doing?
Yeah.
And start talking. They start talking to you. Sometimes they need to vent. They don't want to vent with their family. They come there, they talk, they have a nice little cup of coffee. You know what? Let me be back. Let me get you a dessert on the house. Let me get you an empanada on the house. We do that, and it makes
but
a
you
person.
always had that.
It makes a person feel good.
Yes.
You
welcome.
half of these places they don't want to give you nothing for free.
Nope.
Nevertheless,
So talking about
Sometimes not even the service.
right. So talking about that, you give back. So in order to be on this table in that chair,
Yeah.
I get only entrepreneurs that give back to community.
Yes.
And you give back.
Yes.
And I want to say thank you for doing that because we need more of that. We need more of that attitude of, hey, this is not just about me. If I'm trying to build this,
Yeah.
I put a post before, if you're building this just for yourself, then you're not building it right.
Yeah.
Because you have to build your business for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the top notch. You're gonna take care of yourself, but you're also taking care of everyone else that works for you or is in the neighborhood. And I know you have helped me, and I want to say on this, thank you. Thank
you're
you
welcome.
so much.
You've helped me too.
I've tried.
Yeah, you definitely have with your shows at Nick Ramos's place, and that they remind me of that guy on Channel 11, man. What's his name with the sweater?
With the
Man, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, I did
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers bit.
Really?
Mr.
Yeah.
Rogers bit.
Okay. All right, Mr.
And through
I'm bringing it back.
Mr. Los.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, and it's
Mr. Los.
amazing because in that place I've met a lot of amazing
Yeah.
cool people.
Yeah,
Real cool people that to this day I still talk to them and everything. Real nice people. Yeah. So it's been a give and take. He's introduced, I've introduced, and hey, it's a win-win.
Who would you say that it's the biggest motivator for you?
My biggest motivator, my children.
Your children.
Yeah, that's the honest truth. I keep it going for them. We've been through, a lot. So I look at my daughter, and at an early age, I show her, I don't care. Everybody has their own thing. Nah, come on, Tabitha. Let me get a cachumeo. Okay, mom, put on your hairnet. Come on, Tabitha. And I show her the ropes.
She's your youngest, right?
Yeah, she's 10 years old.
10.
And I want to show her the ropes because by the time she gets to be an adult and a woman, I want her to know way more than what I ever knew. Because if I would have had that right guidance and I would have had somebody steering me the right way and showing me, and to don't be scared to be a go-getter. Yes. I've had family, I've had friends. You're what? Opening up a place? What? You left that good job from working in the city? You left that state job to do? Oh, you're crazy. You. Yeah, I am. I think I am kind of crazy. Yeah. But let's go for it.
Let's go.
I don't want to I've always had fear to be get old and be like, man, I wish. How many people don't you know? I wish I would have opened. Well, then what? Why didn't? Oh, because, and they'll give you 1,000 excuses why they didn't. But I didn't want to be like that. Just like my dad. My dad's an amazing worker, but he's always been a doer, a yes sir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He always worked. And what happened? Worked 35 years at Zenith Electronics for at Melrose Park. What happened? One day he said he parked his car. He went and the Chinos bought him out.
Wow.
They took the company to Mexico.
Wow. And that was it for
And
his
that was
job?
it.
Yeah.
And then he went to go clean at the airport for a little while, and then that's it. Then he retired. Yeah. There's not too much to his story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't want that.
You didn't want that.
No. I always wanted to strive, to meet, to go. I wanted people to try my food.
Yeah.
You could ask people that when I was young, I'd be like, hey, you want to try this? I just made it.
You want to try my torta?
Yeah.
Some good stuff, bro.
Yeah. I'll be like, here, come eat it. They'd be like, what is that? Man, try it. Wow. Ever since I could remember, since I was young, I always, I'm telling you, by the time I was 10, I could kick you rice, beans, a roasted chicken, and ensalada. The mess I made, now I'm better. Now, as I go, I clean. But I used to make a mess, but it was good. Yeah. The food would come out. I had it in me. It's in the hands. That's why I don't have plants. You know that? No. Yeah, people be like, how come you don't have plants? I love plants. I think plants are beautiful. I admire people that have plants. You know that? Yeah. Every time I touch a plant, it dies. My hands are so hot. True story. What? Even the ones that you don't need water, the rock, what do they call bamboo?
Yeah.
Don't let me touch that.
Se muere.
Say roast.
What?
The leaf I touch is the leaf that,
Well, you're meant to cook.
Yeah. That's how hot my hands are.
Yeah.
You know how there's this one saying, if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. Yeah. It's hot in there.
I stay out the kitchen.
That is very true. Yeah. I admire people. I mean, I cook. I won't say that I don't cook. I cook. It was forced on me, and I feel forced to do it. I don't enjoy doing it. That's why I admire people that have the heart in it to cook. So one thing that resonates with me a lot with people that cook, Jesus's big thing was breaking bread. Yeah. Breaking bread with his followers, with his people. And when I think of you, when I see you, you break bread with people literally every day, and then you come out and you talk to them, and you're probably literally saving their lives, and you don't even know that. So
met a lot of amazing people.
Thank you for that. So I had to say thank you on my behalf, because somebody actually saved my life like that. Somebody that I didn't know. I had no money. Literally, I couldn't probably even buy a drink, but I went into the restaurant because it was raining, and I had my 6-month-old in daycare. And I had just paid the fee, which was $100, which is all I had. All I had was $2 in my pocket, and that was for the bus. So I just went in the restaurant so I can get out of the rain. And the lady comes out, and this is why I'm so big. In the city restaurants, the little small ones that are in the wall, they're just so special. So she comes out, and she's like, "Mija, te mojaste." She's like, "Do you want me to dry you up?" I'm like, "No, it's okay." I'm like, "I have to leave out anyway." She's like, "Are you hungry? ¿Tienes hambre?" She's like, "I'll feed you." I'm like, "No." I'm like, I don't have money to pay you. And she's like, "I didn't ask you for money." She's like, "Dios nos manda para compartir." Mm-hmm. And I to this day, like I remember La Señora Maria, and she fed me. I went back like a week later and I gave her money. But moral of the story is that you're probably saving someone's life when you do that, because like I said, she saved mine. I was ready to call it quits, and she just lit something in me with just sharing a plate of food. And you do that every day. And you do it with a smile, and I can just tell that you enjoy. Like you do it out of like just out of your heart, and I can tell that by the touch, the look of your food. It looks so good.
Thank you.
So thank you for that.
Thank you
so much for sharing that with us.
That's our Liz. That's our Liz.
Oh, stop.
Look at her. Look at her. So, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Yes.
To cure. If I had a super, you know what cure hunger? If there's one thing, no matter where you look at, there's hunger everywhere, and I don't understand. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, when I worked at UIC, we would throw trays and trays and trays of food that hadn't even been touched. How the system is, it's crazy. Brand new bags of chips, brand new fruit, never touched. And you would know if they went to like the contamination rooms, okay? But there was other people that were not. They just they gave birth. Their husband brought them a steak or whatever. You know, I'm just throwing that out there. And I remember, man, we would throw away, and it bothered me after a while.
Yeah.
And at first, I used to be like, man, we throw away all this bags. I mean, garbage bags. You thinking about the whole UIC hospital? That's a lot of floors and units. I tell my supervisor, hey, I'm working with, at that time, I used to go to this church, and I'm like, can I grab the untouched food and donate it to the church? Because they would feed the homeless at the time. And she's like, no, do your job. Throw it away. That's already paid for by the insurance. Throw it away. And I'm like, all right, you know, I mean, that's what she's saying. So we would throw it away. But there's so much waste here. It's crazy. And I'll never understand. I know, like I said, I know I'll die and I'll still won't how some people so much. There's nothing. And if everybody just was even, but that then probably wouldn't be a world, because there's a saying, para ser mundo tiene que haber un poco de cada cosa. So meaning, in order for there to be a, because if not, then, you know. And I could go on and on speaking, you know, things that just, they don't sit well with me, but it's life. Yeah. And I just got to know how to make my life and the people around me smooth, good, where we can live amongst one another, not hurt one another, not be evil and mean, you know, like that. That's all you could do, because you try to save the whole world, you can't sometimes. But if
not by
people
yourself.
around you, you're in good ambiance, you got a good heart, then you're good. You're good with yourself, you know?
And God is surrounding you with those people.
Yeah.
Yep. Those little seeds that are being implanted, they're growing.
Yeah.
And the right people, or the people that have the power or the money to change things, are hearing, and they're getting the message. But it's going to take a little time. You know, it takes a little time, but with your love and light, you just keep sharing it, and don't let the darkness dim it out, because this world can be very cruel. And sometimes even within ourselves, we just feel like we're not doing enough, because it's a part of our culture too, that we just feel like we're not enough or we're not doing enough. But you keep doing what you're doing and keep sharing that with the community, because that's what we need.
Thank you.
Well, Anna, I want to say thank you to you.
Yes.
And you have Flava. It's a T-shirt from us.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Snapple.
So now you're part of the social podcast network here.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank
you
you.
so much for giving back to people.
Yes.
And thank you so much for the heart that you have.
Yes.
Thank you,
So
guys.
from me,
And Liz.
Liz, and Suli,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for the goodies. Can't wait to slam them down.
Yes.
And this is Los and
Liz.
we are out.